Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, thank you very much for joining me. There was the channel panel event over the weekend, and there was lots of cool stuff. There was 8 different channels and all this cool things going on. I actually did it from home. It was a good thing I did because I was absolutely useless by Sunday, and I was going to go out and visit some friends and stay for a few days. But I just today have recalibrated enough that yesterday I did a quick video while I was out and about, but now I feel here I didn't even feel like I was in physical reality for Monday, and then Tuesday, and now today much better. So there were so many elements that came through, and I picked and gleamed a few choice tidbits that I thought would be interesting and very relevant for everybody like you watching. And one of them was in the end of the summer solstice. This was the Pleiadian collective, but I don't remember if it was Nora Harold or if it was Wendy Kennedy. And I know Wendy Kennedy actually ushered Nora Harold into channeling, and it was done like instantaneously when they sat down. I think it was a little place in Chicago, somebody's friend's apartment or whatnot. In any case, so I get them mixed up because they're kind of joined at the hip at this point in time, best of friends. And there was a game that I've been playing out that I noticed ended very recently, and I work on all kinds of stuff, and I work on them constantly. But right at the end of the summer, right at the summer solstice, as collective consciousness and individuated entities that we are, we let go of the following archetype, and that's slave and enslaver mentalities. We no longer want to play those types of roles. It's now into the new epic era that's coming for the 1,000 years of peace for humanity. So we're slowly over time letting go of these different types of archetypes, and I was wondering what happened because I had no interest in playing these types of games with some of these people. And I'm not talking about tie you up and spank me daddy type of game. I'm talking about like this, willing to supplicate to another person and do these types of things. And it could be husband and wife, and somebody supplicates to somebody else, and then all at once these types of games are no longer interesting or no longer have relevance because they've just lost their energy altogether. So you're going to notice a lot of things falling apart that you may even try, like maybe people are living together that have been playing these roles, and now they stare at each other and go, well, what are we doing? I don't feel it anymore. So if you're noticing these types of things falling away and you don't know what's going on and you feel a little lost and things aren't the same, it's because you are letting go on a super consciousness level of these types of archetypes. And I thought that was a really useful piece of information. I wrote it down, actually, slave and enslaver archetype released in the summer solstice. Gone. So all these little tidbits, all these little pieces over time, just being dropped so that you're lighter and you can move forward in the most joyous and fabulous manner possible. So again, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, thank you very much for joining me. Please do check out the description down below. There's tons of stuff in there. Retreats coming up by Sunday. I have a good feeling they're pretty much done. Just doing the polishing, doing a little bit of polishing. If you do have an interest in the retreats and you want to contact me directly, email address is down below as well. But there'll be a link to the retreats. There's always cool links down below. There's a link for Rob Ganter and Kalina Angell, and it leads back to their channels. For most of the channels that were there, there's links down below as well. And they are going to do more actual events, physical events. I think that is very important to do physical events. And I'll do a video on that, I think, because it is so relevant. And, coaching, life, business, and spiritual, and retreats. I do unique individuated treats, and we pick a particular vortex that I think, and we have a conversation on this, that would energetically be within the idea of where you think you want to be or where you need to be to do more integration type of work. Because depending on what you want to do and what you need to work on, there are better places to do it. Sedona, sometimes Manhattan Beach or Mount Shasta, or it's a weird energy, but there's an interesting vortex at Chichen Itza in Mexico, and there's some violence that happened there, but there's a lot of self-resolving there. I haven't been there in a while, but I'm feeling a little traction there as well. But there's tons of different places you can go depending on what the need is, and we can take that journey together. That is something that is available. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you in an astral state. See you later, my brothers and sisters, the family of light.